join me, I am going to make sure everyone's muted. And so Donna, Lynette, and I are going to sort of round robin the class, and then I will come back. And unmute them, and we will go from there. Let me get myself. All right, so make sure I have all my appendages in the view. So I don't know if anyone's done Pilates or not. Most of you, I know. So I've got a good base, but we're gonna go sort of for a nice intro Pilates class, so we'll make sure you get a challenge. So let's just start all the way laying down on your mat wherever you are, and we're gonna go completely propless so that all the playing fields are level here. And I'm gonna add in some of the principles of Pilates as I get started here. So just finding yourself laying right here on your spine, and then let's just start by moving through your spine. So you're gonna take a nice big inhale, and then exhale, slide your tail away, feel your low back drop into the mat, and you feel all of your vertebra come in contact with the mat, and then inhale, release that out. And then as you're connecting in with your breath, exhaling, sliding that tail away, finding your low back drop into the mat, and then inhale, releasing that out to a big arch, and then exhale, sliding that tail away, and then coming back up. One more of those, just warming up our low back this morning, because I'm sure not most of us haven't been up that long since we've all discovered we like to sleep in a little bit more. One more of those. And then let's bring yourself this time, just allowing your spine to stop right in the middle. So you can put your hands onto your hip bones. They should feel parallel to the mat, and you should feel like you've got your hips and your ribs in the same plane. And then let's go ahead and start moving through our lower body. So let's lift your right foot up into the air and then lower that down, and then your left foot up into the air and lower that down. And as you're doing that, think about connecting in with those low, deep transverse abdominals so that you're engaging them. And as that leg comes up, we're trying not to change the bend in your knee. And as this happens now, if you're ready for more, let's leave that right leg up into a tabletop, bring the left leg up into a tabletop, and let's work those toe taps from this position, feeling how that gives you an increased little bit of demand on those transverse abdominals. If you're somebody who left your camera on and you can see yourself, thinking about having your knees stop directly over your hips. That is the one fun thing about your camera. If you can see it, it sort of acts as a mirror, and you can use it to check your form. One more of those. And then let's take both of those down to the mat here, and then let your hands go a little bit wider to about a 45-degree angle, and just let your knees windshield wiper to the right, and then windshield wiper to the left, taking that twist just a little bit higher into your low back. One more of those. And then bring that back to the middle. Float one foot up to your chair position, your other foot up to your chair position. Take your arms straight up to the sky, and let's just work a little bit through your upper body here, reaching those fingertips up to the sky. And then exhale, bringing your shoulder blades down into your mat. Inhale, taking those fingertips up. Exhale, pulling them down. One more of those, inhaling them up. Exhaling them down, anchoring those shoulders down here, looking up at those hands, bringing even more control into those abdominals. So let's inhale, take your knees over to the right. Exhale, pull them back to center. Inhale, over to the left. Exhale, back to center. One more of those, inhaling over to the right, trying not to move those hands. Exhaling back to center. Inhaling over to the left. Exhaling back to center. Let's bring the backs of your hands to touch one another. So if you're wearing rings, the jewelry on the rings are touching and your palms are facing out across the room. Let's bend those elbows and have them land down onto your sternum. So if you look up at your arms, you've got a giant letter M. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, curl your head and neck up. Push those fingertips into your abdominals and feel them turn on, and then lower back and down. And then exhale, curl up, looking at those thighs, and then inhale, lower that back and down. One more of those. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, curl up, And then inhale, lower that back and down. All right, it wouldn't be Pilates without the 100. So the next thing we're gonna do is an exercise called the 100, which involves taking 5 breaths in through your mouth, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. So you can make it a smooth inhale or a staggered breath. So it could sound like, I'll count. If your head gets tired and you need to put it down, feel free. Your legs could be in this position. They could be straight up to the sky, or you could start to lower them down towards the ground as much or as little as you like. Arms go straight up to the sky. Take a nice big inhale to get ready. Exhale, peel up to pick your leg position of your choice. And you're going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. And hug those knees into you. Give them a little squeeze. Rock them around. And then take them the other way. Grab the hold behind your thighs. Roll yourself up to seated. Let your feet go out in front of you, a little bit wider than your shoulders. Reach your hands out in front of you, and we're going to go to a little spine stretch forward. So you're going to tuck your chin to your chest, roll yourself out, reaching the crown of your head across the room, and then roll yourself, stacking your spine nice and tall. And then tuck your chin to your chest, roll out, reaching in front of you, and then roll back up, stacking nice and tall. One more of those, roll out, reaching, and then roll back up nice and tall. Bring your feet together, pointed or flexed, whatever works for you. We're going to work our roll-ups. So this is an exercise that can be a challenge for people. So you're going to inhale to start to roll backwards until you feel those abdominals start to turn on. And then exhale, pull yourself back up to seated. If you've got a little bit more range of motion, going back a little bit further, challenging yourself, and then pulling yourself back up to seated. Now this time, if you've got even more, you can go all the way down onto the mat, reaching those hands over your head. Inhaling to start to peel up. Exhaling, bringing yourself all the way back and over. If that felt like too much, remembering that you can always stop halfway and come back up. Otherwise, all the way down, all the way back up. Try to make that nice and smooth and controlled. Back and down. And let's do 2 more of those. And no matter what option you're taking on this one, when you get up to the top, I want you to meet me all the way up here. Go down. Roll yourself up, stacking your spine nice and tall. If you want to bend in your knees because you're feeling like you need a little bit of hamstring help to get yourself sitting on your sit bones, feel free to take that. We're going to work our obliques a little bit. So I want you to bend your right elbow like you're drawing a bow and arrow, reaching that elbow back to the edge of your mat and bring yourself back up. And then take your other hand back to the edge and back up, rolling back up, tilting, and back up, backwards, and back up, and back. One last one of those to each side. And then the other side, so you're even. And then let's go right down the middle as slow and controlled as you can, making sure that you land on your mat. And then let's grab the hold of your right leg. We're going to go to some super classical Pilates here. So we're going to go to your single bent leg stretch, holding onto that right leg. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, curl up to look at that leg. If it feels like too much for your head and neck, feel free to put it down. Reach that left leg out across the room and then switch them. And switch, and switch, and switch. Lengthening that leg as long and strong as you can. If you're hearing a popping noise in your hip, really think about pulling those transverse abdominals in, the ones that would be right underneath your seatbelt if we ever drove cars again. And then hug both knees into you, keeping that tiny little eggshell if you can. And then we're going to inhale out through your arms and legs. Exhale, circle around and back in. Inhaling out, exhaling around and in. Inhaling out, exhaling around and in. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhale, keep those legs together and bring them back in. 2 more of those. Inhaling out, exhaling in. 1 more. Inhaling out, exhaling in. Let that head and neck rest down, looking to one side and then the other. Let's let your left leg go out really long. Take that right leg up to the sky. Give it a really nice little quick hamstring stretch here, thinking about dropping those abdominals into the mat, pulling that leg back. And then we're gonna go to some single leg circles. So this feels like it should be a leg exercise, but it's really an abdominal exercise. So take your hands, check in with your hips and make sure that you're not gonna let them rock. So you've got that core pulled in, nice and solid. Inhale to cross over your body. Exhale, circle around and come up. Inhale to cross over. Exhale around and up, making your circles a controlled range of motion. And then come up, and we're gonna go the other way. So you're gonna inhale away, exhale around and up, inhale away, exhale around and up, inhale away, exhale around and up. 1 more circle on this side, and then come up. Give that knee a squeeze into you. Slide that right leg out. Bring that left leg back to you for that nice big hamstring stretch. And then leave that leg reaching straight up to the sky. And we're going to inhale to cross over your body. Exhale, circle around and come up. Inhale, cross over. Exhale, around and up. Inhale to cross over, checking in with those hips, making sure you're not rocking. And then go the other way. Inhale away. Exhale, around and up. Inhale away. Exhale, around and up. Inhale away. Exhale, around and up. Give those knees both a squeeze into you. Take both legs straight up to the sky. Grab a hold of that right leg, pull it back to you, let your left leg fall away from you, and then switch them, and switch them, and switch them. And then to make this even more fun, as you're doing this, let's take those hands behind your head. And then when that leg comes in, take your shoulder across your body. So now we've mixed our scissors and our bicycle, keeping that controlled, making sure that you're not hearing that same snapping noise through your hips. And if this feels like too much, forget the head and neck. 1 more of those. Even yourself out. And then take both legs up into the air. Let that head and neck rest down. Let your hands come to your side. And we're going to go to some double leg lowers. Inhaling down. Exhaling back up. I'll give you a pre-warning, Lynette. This is the last thing I'm going to do. Inhaling down. Exhaling back up. Inhaling down. Exhaling back up. 1 more of those. Inhaling down. Exhaling back up. Hug those knees into you. Give them a little squeeze. Make some circles while we make a little transition. All right, Lynette, I unmuted you, and you should be up on the big screen. So let me make sure I can hear you, and then I'll mute myself.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hear me? We're gonna do some side lines. So let's start with clams. So line your back up against your mat, really extend that side, lying on the edge of your rib cage. I like to take my hand up and tap my heels and make sure that it's right there, lined up with my bum. Perpendicular hips the whole time, pull those abs up and in. We're gonna keep our toes connected and we are going to open and close. So just open, press back, and close. So you can have your head all the way down if you like. You can have you be here or you can lift up, whichever position is most comfortable for you. So inhaling and exhaling, nice and controlled. We're not rocking back. I hold my hips sometimes. We're gonna do 1 more. We're gonna take it open and we're gonna pulse. So little pulses, pulse. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're gonna lift our feet Keep those hips perpendicular. And again, we're gonna open and close for 6. Pull those abs in, squeeze that glute, outer thigh. We're gonna open up and we're gonna press back and pulse it for 6. They're slow. 5, 4, 3, squeeze that glute, 2, and 1. We're gonna close, lower our feet. We're gonna do hot potato. So we're gonna go knee to knee, heel to heel. Squeeze the back of your body. Don't rock your hips. Knee to knee, heel to heel. Try and rotate that foot so it's up towards the ceiling. We got 1 more. From here, we're gonna tap our knee and extend it out the back. Tap that knee, extend out the back. If you need to have a little kickstand, you can for this. Tap and extend. 3 more. Tap, extend. Pull those abs in. 2 more. And 1 more. Nice. So now we're going to take our feet out to the front corner of our mat. We're going to stack ourselves up. Again, lift up, maybe stretch out again. We're going to lift that top leg up. And I want you to pull it away so your hips are stacked. So you can see right there, I'm here, but I really should be here. So we're going to do a kick forward, 2 little kicks, and then we're going to flex and go point and go back. So we're going to go kick, kick, point to the back, squeeze. Kick, kick, point to the back, squeeze. Kick, kick, point to the back, squeeze. 4, keeping it hip height. 5, and 6. Holding it back here, I want you to bend that leg, and you're gonna little lifts, thinking about these obliques and the side of your leg. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I want you to extend that leg out the back. We are gonna tap that heel down, lift it up, tap it to the front. Lift it up, tap it to the back. And lift and tap. Controlled. It's the last one. Okay. Line yourself up nice and straight. Turn that knee up a smidge. We're going to lift with a point, flex, and lower. And we're going to reach again. Reach that heel away. So when you lift, flex, and reach away. And lift. And lower. Try not to roll back on your hips. Lift and lower. 2 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay. We're going to do little circles first. So we're going to point that toe. So we're going to do 6 circles in each direction, and then we're going to do bigger circles in each direction. So it's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to do them bigger. So you're going to lift up and come around. Nice and controlled, not like that one was. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to reverse it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to passe. So we're going to slide that toe up our leg, pull those abs in. So you're going to slide up, extend and flex, and press away and reach away. Kind of get a little mouse house under there. So sliding it up, flexing, and reaching it away. Pull everything in. Two more. One more. On this next one, we're going to get down there with that flexed foot. Immediately, we're going to lift it back up and reverse it. Two more. One more. Nice job. We're going to plant this foot behind. We're going to come up. We're going to flex this foot, and we are going to lift and lower our inner thigh 6 times. So turn it so you feel that activation right there. And then I want you to go up, up, way up. Up, up, way up. Up, up, way up. Leading with that heel. Up, up, way up. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And we're going to pulse it out. So pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Flip sides. So just going to roll to the other side, starting back at the beginning. Doing those clams. So line yourself up. Really extend that rib cage area. Put your hand up. Make sure your heels are right there. Perpendicular hips. And here we go. So you're going to open and close. Open and close. So it's not really big. If you make it really big, you're going to end up rolling through your hips. And we don't want to do that. One more. Here comes my entourage. Hold it up and pulse it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift those feet up and open and close. Pull those abs in. Squeeze that glute. One more. Take it up and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Close and lower, hot potato. Knee to knee, heel to heel. Knee to knee, heel to heel. Squeeze that glute. Pull those abs in. One more. We're going to tap that knee, extend that foot or that leg. Tap that knee, extend that leg. Pressing it back through that heel. 2 more. 1 more. Nice job. Bringing those feet down to the front corner. Stacking yourself up. Make sure you're there. I always have to correct myself. We're going to lift that top leg to hip height. We're going to go out for 2 and back. Here we go. So press 2, point and squeeze. Press 2, point and squeeze. Press 2, point and squeeze. 3 more times. Keeping that hip height leg. Holding it back here. Bending that leg and a little lift. Squeeze that oblique. Squeeze that glute. It's small. 2 more. And 6. Extend that leg long. Tap that heel down. Bring it up and to the front. Super controlled. Up and back. You're creating a V. So lifting and lowering. Three more. Two more. And we got 1 more. Okay, coming straight. Knees up a little. Here we go. We're going to lift and lower. Reaching away. Lift and lower. So make that little mouse house. Press that hip away. One more. And here we go with our circles. Point that toe. So small circles, 6 in each direction. Someone's pulling your toe. And reverse. And bigger. Here we go, just a little bigger. Control, 2. And reverse it. One more. Okay, here we go. We're going to passe. So point those toes. That knee goes up a little bit. Reach the hip away. We're going to slide that toe up and flex and reach and slide it up. Last one. When we get down there, I want you to reach right back up with that flexed foot. Don't let your hips roll back. Two more. We got one more. Nice job. We're going to plant that foot behind us. Get that inner thigh activated, flexing that foot, and we're just going to lift and lower. So don't dump into that shoulder. One more. We're going to go up, up, way up. Up, up, way up. One more. Hold it up and pulse it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And over to you, Donna.
Donna, I have you unmuted. Let's make sure you can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, we're good. All right.
All right. All right, hey guys, finishing up here. All right, we are going to start in a seated position. You are not going to use a ball. This is just as a visual here. If you had the ball right behind you, right by your shoulder blades, you would be down in this position. So this is pretty low. So if you need to come up from this position, feel free. So once I take this ball away, here I am. I have a nice scoop in my belly. My back is round, so I have a nice C curve in my spine. My feet are flat, okay? Take your arms out in front of you, and you're just gonna roll down just a little bit from that place that we started, and then up a little bit. Keeping those arms straight out, looking straight ahead. Trying to keep your feet flat on the mat. So you don't wanna have any airspace between you and the mat. So really focus on pushing down to into those feet. That's not easy to do. So you're inhaling down and exhaling up, dropping those shoulders down from your ears. And let's do 3 more. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Little pulses up. So it's an inch is a small paper clip. So we're pulsing up an inch. That is a small range of motion. Keeping the emphasis on the abdominals. If you feel it in your lower back, I want you to work on pulling that belly button back towards your spine and closing your rib cage. Keep it going for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I want you to pull yourself like somebody's pulling you up by your hands and stack that spine nice and tall. Take a breath in. Let's roll back. Hold that position. I want you to lift your left leg up. Hold it here. And we're just going to pulse up towards that foot. pushing into your right heel here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and now just bring your arms out to an angle, pulsing up onto the side here. So we're working those obliques for 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that foot down first, bring yourself center, and then pull yourself back up, switching to the other side. So you're raising your right foot, push into your left, and let's pulse it up. So don't allow that left knee to roll out. You want to control it, pulsing up. Keep the emphasis on the abdominals. And again, you can come up a little higher if you need to. Strong leg as well. And then just bring yourself to the side. So you're under vertical, working those obliques, reaching, reaching. Again, like somebody's trying to pull you forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot comes down, arms center, and then pull yourself back up. All right, so we are going to roll onto our back. So again, anytime you're hitting, transitioning from one position to another, you want to hit that low back first, turn it into an abdominal move, so your low back hits, then the middle, and then the upper. Hands are down by your side, and I want you to plant your feet on the floor, and I want you to feel the toes, feel the heel, hands are down by your side, and let's bring those hips off the floor. So you're going to squeeze your hips up, and as soon as you do that, you'll see your knees go away, and that is what you're looking for. Not to come up higher onto my neck. I'm trying to get my hips up higher. And then from here, let's just drop the rear end down a little bit and press those hips back up. When you drop your glutes here, you're not letting go and just letting them collapse. You're squeezing them tight as you go down, squeezing them tight as you go up. Down and up, down and up. All right, 3 more at this pace, giving him the tightest squeeze at the very top here. And now let's pick up the pace. Okay, so the range of motion's a little smaller because we're going a little bit faster. And if you want to, you can always bring those hands up so you don't have that support. Down, squeeze it up. Down, squeeze it up. Make those knees go away for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Roll down through that spine. You're going to keep yourself here for just a second. Take your right leg up. Doesn't matter if those toes are pointed or if it's flexed. Hands are going to be down for support, pushing into this left heel. So you want to press it up and then right back down. Push through that heel and make that left knee go away. Good. 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Hold it up. Take your right leg, cross it over, and then back. Cross it over, and then back. So you're trying not to move around in those hips while you're pushing into that left heel, just throwing your body off balance here. Good. 2 more. Last one, and pulse it for 8, 7, 6. Push that knee away. 4, 3. Feeling the rear end. 2, and 1. Rolling back down. Switching out. Right foot is down, and we're going to lift that left foot up in the air. Lift your hips up, and let's go down for your singles. Pushing that right knee away from you, pushing into that right heel. Squeeze and squeeze. 3 more. 1, 2, breathe. 3, hold it here, and you're going to take that leg across and back. So you're staying up the whole time. You're not dropping, and you can flex or point up to you. But control that move. Don't let that right side wobble. You got it. Come on, 1 more. Hold it here. Pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Bring that foot down, and then roll yourself all the way out. Taking those knees in, a little bit of a hug here. All right, now I want you to roll up. And let's just work on a little bit of arms here. And then we have some low back, upper back to do. So you're sitting up, fingers face your toes. However, for me, this does not feel good on my wrist, so I end up turning my fingers out to the side a little bit, and that helps for me, okay? So take a breath in. We're working triceps here, and I want you just to lift your hips up a little bit. Feel the pressure into your triceps. If that's too much, you're going to stay with your feet down and just bend like this. Otherwise, hips are up, tighten your glutes, Squeeze your legs together and bend those elbows and extend. So we're just bending and extending. My rear ankle is down because I'm bending my elbows. I'm not trying to touch my butt. I'm just squeezing and pressing. Tighten up through those legs. So you want to try to squeeze with those inner thighs. Keep those legs tight. Let's do 3, 2, not done yet. Hold it here. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 3 more. Last one. And then all the way back down. Good. Just walk those fingertips down your back. Gently pull on that elbow. We'll stretch out the triceps here for a second. All right, now we are going to flip over onto our stomach. So I want you to take a nice inhale, and you're going to be laying down on your belly. Couple things with this. I want you to work on pushing your hip bones down into the mat while you pull your belly button up. So this is going to help support your back, because if you're all relaxed and lax in your back, you're going to feel a little bit more pressure right in here. So focus on tightening up, tucking your tailbone underneath, push your hip bones down, pull your belly button up. You're going to fold your arms, rest your forehead on your arms. And I want you to lift your feet up. So however high you want to make this is up to you. It depends on your back. But you want to get some space between your shins and that ground. Forehead is on your arms. And you're going to lift your upper body and your lower body back down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Don't forget about the belly. You're inhaling and exhaling. Wide elbows. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up here. Little flutters. Both ends of your body are fluttering here. Lifting up for 6, 5. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And then rest all the way back down. Okay, nice deep breath in. Then you're going to keep your forehead on your arms for this one. And we're going to be doing some kicks here. So you're going to bring those knees into a bent position, and we're going to flex our feet. So we're going to kick 1, kick 2, kick 3. Try to lift your thighs up if you can, and extend out. So my legs are a little bit wider than my hips on this one. I don't know if you can tell that. You're going to kick 1, kick 2, kick 3, and extend. 2 more. Kick 1, 2, 3, and extend. Good. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and extend. Good. All right, let's sit back for a quick stretch, but we're going to go right back into our belly. So I want you to just sit into a child's position, and then just tuck that chin towards your chest, and then slide right back down into position. Okay, hands, arms are folded, forehead is back onto your arms. This time we're going to point those toes. You're going to lift those legs up, and we're going to open and close. So squeeze, squeeze. If you want some additional work for your low back, you can lift your head up off the floor. Otherwise, you can keep it down. Good. So just open and close. 4, 3, 2, we're pulsing. 1, and pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Resting those legs. Slide those hands back underneath. You're going to tuck your toes underneath and pressing yourself up into a child pose position and stretch out. Keeping those toes curled under. We're back into this position. I want you to pull your belly in, flatten out that back. You're into a push-up. Your push-up can be on your knees, or if you wanted to go into a full push-up, you can do it that way as well. Your hands are going to be a little bit wider than your shoulders on this one. And I want you to think about your pinkies turned out just a touch, and let's go down and push it up. Remember, tuck your tailbone, pull that belly in, down, and push it up. Full extension at the top. You have 2 more. And last one, all the way up, sitting back into a nice stretch. And then we're going to go right back into that position. Pull that belly up and in. Flatten out without arching. We don't want to arch down or up. You want to lengthen out through that back. Counts are going to be 4 down, 4 up, and we have 4 to do. Ready? Go down for 4. 3, pull the belly in, and up for 4. Squeeze the glutes. 2 and 1. Down 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it up. 2, 3, and 4. 2 more chances. And up for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sitting back into a nice stretch here. Okay, nice seated position here, whatever is comfortable for you. So if you like to be crisscross, that's fine. For me, this works the best. And I want you to just take those arms up in the air. Fingertips are open, your fingers are open, and bring them up towards the ceiling. Nice deep breath in, and then exhale that out. Bringing your legs straight out in front of you. I'm just going to go on a little bit of a slant here. I want you to flex your feet and slide those hands down your legs. Stretching out the back of your legs here. Crown of your head coming forward. Picturing your spine, each vertebrae pulling apart a little bit. This is not literal. You're just trying to create space in that spine. And then just bring your body to one side. So I'm just kind of bringing my body over to the right. I'm just angling it to the right. You get a nice stretch down the side. And then center, go to the other side. Obviously one side, well, I shouldn't say obviously, most of the time one side feels different than the other. And then switch out one more time. Good, trying to keep a long body here. So we're not caving down, we're lengthening over. There's a little bit of space between your chin and your chest. And then one more time to the other side. Almost done here, guys. Let's go ahead into a kneeling position. And I want you to extend your left leg for our stretch here to cool down. You're gonna have that left leg out, nice and tall, pull that belly in, and then just bring yourself forward, get that hamstring stretch out a little bit more here. Toes are pointed. If it feels good to you, you can always pull on those toes a little bit. Otherwise, just extend the crown of your head towards those toes. Try not to lean to the other side. Hold it here. And then point and flex. Point and flex. One more. Point and flex. And then bring that foot back underneath you. All right, I'll be turning away from you, but I'm going to take my left elbow and it's going to go into the inner part of my left leg here. So I'm opening up that inner thigh, turning to my right, and bring that right arm straight up in the air. So I'm going to turn and face you here. Once you're here, bring your gaze up towards your fingers and extend that left arm. Palm is open, opening up those inner thighs. Get your balance. And then bring that hand down, clasp your hands together, turn to your left, and you're going to just kind of bury that right elbow into the outer part of your left leg and lift that elbow up. Feel the foot, get your balance, and then bring that down, and then let's switch out to the other side. So we're going to have our right foot in front. We're going to extend that heel, and again, reaching through the crown of your head. Hold it here. Again, if you want to pull on those toes, you can. And then point and flex. 2 more. Good. Hold it here. And then just bring that foot back underneath. Okay, I'm going to turn towards you again. Your right elbow goes into that right knee. Get your balance first. Lift those fingertips up towards the ceiling. They're loose and long because you're reaching up high. And then extend that right arm down so the palm is open. Bringing your gaze up. Bringing that hand down, clasp together, turn and twist. Right elbow is up. Left elbow is into the outer part of my right leg. And then just bring that back down. Feet are underneath you. Rocking back onto those heels just a little bit and forward. And then let's go ahead and bring those hips straight up in the air. Dangle for just a second here. Let gravity push down on you. You're going to make sure that your feet are spread apart beyond your hips, so it's a wide stance. You're going to roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time, Stack that spine to the top. Let's bring those arms up. Inhale, bottom, pause. Exhale, push through those heels. One more. Inhale, down. And exhale all the way up. Happy Pilates Day. So Allison, did you want to say anything or are you good?
I'm good. Thanks everybody for joining us. I hope you enjoyed class. I know most of you, but if there's anyone on here who wants some information about the studio, feel free to reach out to me however you got the link for the class. And if you have any questions, I can hang for a minute or two. Yep.
Happy Saturday, you guys. It's supposed to be beautiful today.
Yeah, enjoy all weekend. It's supposed to be beautiful.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, Allison, so you're going to do some mulch, huh?
Mulch, yes. After I get, somebody can't get into Lynette's class, which,
Okay.
so, you know.
All right, well, I'll click off here so you can figure that out.
I know, right? It's never a dull moment.
Yeah, although it's a different link, so I'll have to click off anyway.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Okay.
All right, and then tomorrow, let's just touch base later on today or early tomorrow, figure out what works, okay?
Yeah, text me a time that's good for you. We are going to finish this project today, so.
Okay, all right, well, have fun, and thanks for arranging this.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Wait, Allison, should I stay on this one for the next class?
No, you're going to need to get on to the other link for the normal class link.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll get off of here. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. See ya.